Gauging results with the traffic estimator. Essentially, Google has a tool that will allow you to guesstimate. It's not not going to be an official thing, but it'll give you an idea of how much traffic each keyword gets, and also how much money you're going to have to pay to get results for that keyword. Extremely important to find out before you launch a campaign. As you can see from our work in the last video, I went ahead and selected some keywords, some good and some bad, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And right now it's figuring out how much everything's going to cost. So let's see here. I'm going to go skip down. I'm not going to worry about the budget right now. I just want to go down here and look at the traffic estimator. This is a time where I can just put in arbitrary amounts. It's certainly not what I'm going to be paying, and look and see what things are going to cost. So let's say, for example, that the maximum cost per click, this is essentially how much I am willing to pay every time somebody clicks on my thing. I'm going to go ahead and say $1. They might be saying to yourself, wow, $1, that's really high. And I'm going to go ahead and set a daily budget of $5,000. Now, I would not recommend that you do this for real. This is just a way for me to gauge, how much traffic could I really get if I was going to throw a lot of money this way. So I want to I want to see the ceiling before I start to look in more detail. So I click on Estimate Search Traffic, and you can see here that some of these words, like dog training, is going to get a lot of traffic. I could have one of the top 3 positions if I bid anywhere from 58 cents to 88 cents. You can see some of these words are going to be cost more, and you can kind of see the amount of traffic here. Unfortunately, it's not going to tell you specifically, but that's okay. This is just giving us an estimate. Let's go ahead and make some changes here. Let's say that I was going to drop this to 10 cents. Let's estimate that. Okay, now we can see here that my position dropped. Estimated position from 1 to 3 all the way down to 7 to 10. This doesn't even appear, all the way down. So that's not so good. And actually, if I went ahead and did this, I would not even probably get this. My ads would probably be pushed to inactive because Google would not feel that it was enough worth bidding for, and they're going to go ahead and not let me bid at all. So you want to keep that in mind too. So essentially, this gives me an idea of what it's going to take to enter this market, and also tells me this isn't a cheap market. I better make sure that these keywords that I'm bidding on are going to be good sellers. So let's go ahead then and look closely at some of these keywords here. Dog training. The problem I have with dog training is that it's very, very broad. Somebody types in dog training and they very well may be looking to buy something about dog training, but a lot of times people are just looking for free advice. So that's not a term. Of course, it's going to get a lot of search results, but it's not a phrase that I would actually recommend bidding on because it's going to be really, really broad, and you're going to find your sales conversions to be low, and I would think that you're going to lose money. Now, however, if you look up here, I also typed in buy dog training. So this means if you bid on this, it could be buy dog training guide, buy dog training collar. But essentially, if somebody types the word buy and then dog training, they are serious about getting something and they're willing to spend money. So I think that you're going to find a phrase like this extremely valuable to be bidding on. Now you can see here that it's not searched for a lot, but that's okay because when people do search for it, of course it's going to be a good deal. So let's go ahead then and look. Let's push our bidding up here, back up to $1. And I think that you're going to find, again, the more targeted the keyword phrase, of course it's going to cost you more to bid on it. However, your conversions are going to be higher. So as you can see here, it is extremely important that you take great care when developing your keyword list. In the next video, I'm going to talk more specifically about how you can manipulate your keyword list to get even more specific results by working with something called keyword match. I'll see you there.